Hello. It's like I forgot I was recording a podcast. Hello, everyone. It is Alicia from Your Weight Loss. It feels so odd that I'm doing this, but Jose and I have decided to do some solo episodes. So this is my very first solo episode, and I am recording it for you here today. I'm actually only recording it a couple days before it comes out. As you guys are listening to this, it is Christmas Eve. I am on my way to Fredericton to spend some time with my family. I absolutely adore Christmas Eve. My family does appetizers, and we drink and we laugh and we enjoy each other's company. And I have some special jammies for the kids. Anyway, you didn't ask all that, but here I am telling you. Remember when I thought I was going to have a hard time thinking about what to say? I haven't even had a breath. So as you guys are listening to this, if you have some ideas for solo podcast episodes for me, I would love for you to send me a DM. Send them through the Your Weight Loss Instagram and just let me know what kinds of Alicia type topics you would like to hear. And I will come at you and talk, 10 minutes ish, quick, easy, entertaining, no more about Alicia style podcasts. So they'll be coming out every Friday. Okay, so here we go. So I was having a conversation with someone about weight loss. And it's the time of year that I think most of us probably set the goal to lose weight in the new year. And this person was talking about deciding between, the 6-week shred or the 10-week challenge or the 75-day hard. And luckily, it was a friend that I could have a real open, honest conversation with. And I just got so passionate about this topic that I thought, what an amazing topic for my very first solo episode. So I am going to be super real with you guys, as always. And I'm not knocking. No, I am. I'm knocking them. I guess I would never say, this is what I'm not saying. I'm not saying don't do this, never do this, because to each their own. But I want to say to you, as you're listening to this and thinking about which program you're going to join to help you lose weight in the new year, I want to just have had the conversation first. And I want you to have reflected first. So what gets me all fired up and what gets me passionate about the 6-week, the 10-week, the 75-day is I really truly believe it gives people false hope. It gives them false hope. It asks of you what I think is completely unreasonable and not necessary. In order to do these extreme things for short periods of time, it requires you to put your entire life on hold. And we've all done this before. We've all started something that requires almost the perfect conditions. And this is why I think it's funny that people feel the need to wait until January because they think there's absolutely no way I can be a part of a weight loss program in December. But Your Weight Loss was actually created to be around for people during times like December, because we're going to teach you how to live your life in December while achieving your goals, because next year there's going to be a December. So if the program that you're thinking of joining is going to require you to put your real life on hold, I want you to reconsider. I also want you to consider what happened last time. So really there's two situations, okay? You join something that requires a large upfront sacrifice, okay? So whether it's following a strict meal plan, whether it's cutting certain food groups out, whether it's no sugar, whether it's working out every single day, whatever it is, if you are joining something that requires a large amount of sacrifice, a large amount of shift from your norm, basically one of two things is going to happen. You're going to do it for the time frame that it's asked, or you're not. Most people do not last the entire time frame with this new change, this big, huge change in their life. And then what happens after you join something? So you join something and you're like, okay, the next 10 weeks, it's going to be like this. And my whole life's going to be dedicated to weight loss. And then like week 2 happens and your kid gets sick and then you're at home with them and you didn't get groceries and you order in and you're out of routine and you blink and you didn't do the 10 weeks. How do you feel? Well, you feel like you failed. You feel broken. You start to tell yourself the story that you didn't do it because you weren't motivated enough. You didn't have enough willpower. You might tell yourself that you suck. And then the cycle continues. And then you start the next. Then you wallow in self-pity for a while. And then you start the next cycle of the next diet, the next extreme thing that you're going to commit to and not follow through with. So that frustrates me. That cycle frustrates me because you didn't fail. You did not fail. You actually set yourself up for failure. Again, I said I was going to be vulnerable. I was going to be honest here. You set yourself up for failure. How? How did you set yourself up for failure? You set yourself up for failure by starting something that was so different than your current reality. You are not broken. The power of yet. It's not that you will never lose weight. It's that you haven't lost weight yet, that you haven't found your way yet. It is possible for you, but you need to start doing it differently. It is not that you're not motivated. Motivation is bullshit. Motivation is not a thing. Motivation doesn't start on January 1st. Motivation comes from within, and motivation is created from action. So that really frustrates me. It makes me sad when I see people that feel broken. And do you know what? There are some people that do complete the 10 weeks or the 75 days or the 6 weeks. But then what happens on day 76? What happens on day 76? Often people are tired of what they just did. The countdown's been on. They've been waiting for the clock to turn to midnight. And then you hadn't learned how to live real life while working towards your goals. So that is my real struggle with these things. So here's my challenge for you guys. Let's scrap the whole short-term extreme thing. Let's not be tempted by the quick fixes this year. Because I know you guys, I know it's Christmas Eve, but you're starting to think about what you're going to do in the new year. I'm sure many of you have started to think about it. So this year, I challenge you guys to take the time to learn, to create habits. And whether it's with your weight loss or not, we are team no quick fixes. And I just want to share a quick little story with you guys. So I personally had struggled with my weight my whole life, my whole adult life. And I had lost and gained 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds more times than I can count. That cycle that I was just sharing with you guys, that was my cycle. That was my story. Finally, in January, as cheesy and cliche as it is, I was a January 1st Your Way weight loss child customer. January 2016, I decided that I was going to do it different this time. I decided that I was no longer searching for the quick fix. I decided that I was no longer going to put my entire life on hold in order to lose weight. I decided that I was going to prioritize my happiness along the way. So, what that meant to me was that I was going to still go out with my friends, that I was going to snuggle on my couch and have movie night with my kids and order pizza, that I was still going to have those pieces of my life that make Alicia while working on my goals. I also committed that year to no timeline. For the first time that I'd ever tried to lose weight, I didn't say, well, by summer, I'll weigh this. By the end of 2020 or 2021, by the end of 2016, I'll weigh this. I did not put a number on, I did not put a scale goal or a timeline goal. And I didn't have a dream weight. I didn't have a dream weight. I was like, I will start today at 200. I was 233 pounds on that day. I will start that and I will finish at this. I didn't do that for the first time. I put my head down and I focused on who I wanted to be. And I wanted to be the mom that had enough energy to play with her children after daycare. At that point, I had 2 1-year-olds and a 3-year-old. And I'll tell you what, I was exhausted. I want to be the person who gets dressed every morning without sweating and swearing. I want to be the person who shows up at social events and is not thinking about what she looks like, how much weight she's gained, if people notice, her outfit, what she should or shouldn't eat in front of people. Will people talk about her? Will people notice? I just show up and spend time with the people I love. That is who I wanted to be. And when I shifted the focus from how much I wanted to weigh to who I wanted to be, magic happened. And do you know what? I didn't want to tell you guys this because you're going to think, oh, that'll happen to me. I lost 50 pounds that year. What a year. And the next year, I lost 20. And I've been maintaining that weight for going on my 4th year now. So that is a little tiny bit about my story, a little tiny bit about my journey, a little tiny pep talk that I've done the things. I've cut the food groups out. I've gone to the gym for hours on end. I've done things that did not align with who I wanted to be. I tried to fake it long enough to lose the weight, and I always gained it back. So if you are ready to do this in a different way, then you need to join Your Weight Loss. Okay, thank you guys so much for being a part of my first solo podcast. I mean, if you enjoyed it, leave us a review, give us 5 stars. But more than anything, I would love for you guys to go to Instagram, send me a message, and let me know what kind of topics you would like to hear from me again on the solo podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.